I never imagined a single evening could change the course of my entire life. The city outside my window buzzed as it always did. Horns, chatter, and the endless rhythm of people chasing something. But that night, I wasn't chasing anything. I was running from guilt, from love, from myself. My name is Emily Carter, and I learned too late that sometimes the person you hurt most is the one who was silently fighting for you the whole time. When I first met Ryan, I was 26 and fresh out of graduate school. He was calm, confident, and carried this quiet warmth that made people feel safe around him. We met at a friend's rooftop party, and within a week, we were inseparable. He was the kind of man who remembered small things. How I liked my coffee, the way I bit my lip when I was anxious, the songs I hummed when cooking. For 3 years, he was my world. Until I started believing the lie that I deserved more excitement, more adventure, more attention. It began innocently. A coworker named Daniel who joined our firm 6 months ago. He was charming, witty, and full of that reckless energy I thought I'd lost in the routine of stability. We started having lunch together, then late-night project calls that turned into long conversations about everything and nothing. I convinced myself it was harmless, but my heart knew otherwise. The night everything fell apart, Ryan was supposed to be working late. Daniel had offered to come by my apartment to drop off some files. I let him in, and we ended up talking over wine, laughing too loudly, pretending that we weren't crossing invisible lines. When he leaned in to kiss me, I didn't stop him. I don't know why. Maybe I wanted to feel wanted. Maybe I just wanted to escape the version of myself that felt stuck. But as soon as it happened, guilt hit me like a wave. And that's when the door opened. Ryan stood there, frozen in the doorway, holding a small paper bag. His expression wasn't anger. It was something far worse. Quiet disbelief. He had come home early, bringing my favorite Thai food because I'd had a stressful week. I'll never forget the way he looked at me, his blue eyes dull with heartbreak, the bag slipping from his hands, containers spilling across the floor. I jumped up stammering, "Ryan, it's not," but my voice broke before the sentence could form. Daniel muttered an apology and slipped out, leaving me to face the wreckage alone. The silence that followed was unbearable. Ryan didn't yell. He didn't demand an explanation. He simply stared for a long time and said softly, "I thought we were stronger than this." His voice cracked on the last word. Then he turned away, went into the bedroom, and packed a small bag. I tried to stop him, grabbing his arm, begging him to listen, but he gently pulled away. "I'm not angry," he said, tears glistening in his eyes. "I'm just done trying to be enough for someone who doesn't see what she already has." Then he left. No slammed doors, no dramatic exit. Just quiet footsteps fading down the hall. For days, I tried to call him. He didn't block me, but he didn't answer either. The apartment felt colder, emptier. Every little thing reminded me of him. The mug he left in the sink, the sweater draped over the couch, the half-finished book on the nightstand. I'd made the worst mistake of my life, and I couldn't undo it. 2 weeks later, I went to his place, desperate to see him. When he opened the door, I barely recognized him. He looked tired but calm. I blurted out everything, the guilt, the regret, the sleepless nights. I cried until my chest hurt, but he didn't comfort me this time. He listened, then said something that broke me more than anger ever could. "Emily, I forgive you," he said quietly. "Not because what you did was okay, but because I don't want to carry this pain forever. But forgiveness doesn't mean we go back. It means we move forward, just not together." I stood there speechless. I wanted him to yell, to fight, to say something that gave me hope. But instead, he gave me peace. The kind that comes only when someone finally lets go. Over the next few months, I threw myself into work, but nothing filled the void. Daniel left the company soon after the incident. He texted a few times, but I ignored him. I wasn't angry with him. I was angry with myself. For confusing attention with affection. For mistaking stability for boredom. For breaking something pure just to feel alive for a moment. 6 months later, I saw Ryan again at a charity gala. He was standing near the bar, talking to a woman I'd never met. She had kind eyes, and the way he smiled at her, it was the same smile he used to give me. My heart clenched, but I didn't interrupt. Instead, I watched from a distance, realizing that sometimes the punishment for hurting someone good is living long enough to see them happy without you. When he finally noticed me, he walked over. My heart raced, but he was composed. "Hey, Emily," he said, his voice gentle. "You look well." I nodded, forcing a smile. "You too." We talked for a few minutes. Polite, careful words that hid a storm of unspoken memories. Before leaving, he said something I'll never forget. "I hope you find the peace you were looking for. You always deserved it. You just couldn't see it when it was right in front of you." That night, I went home and sat by the window, the city lights flickering like memories. I finally understood that love isn't about constant excitement. It's about quiet trust, shared silences, and choosing the same person every day, even when life feels ordinary. I lost Ryan because I wanted something I thought was missing. But what was missing was never him. It was me. I had been chasing validation, not realizing I already had love that was steady and real. It's been 2 years now. Ryan is married. I saw the photos online. He looks happy, truly happy, and it doesn't hurt the way I thought it would. It's strange. Pain dulls with time, but lessons don't. They stay with you, shaping you into someone a little humbler, a little wiser. Sometimes I still hear his voice in my head, the way he said, "I forgive you." Those words became the turning point of my life. They taught me that forgiveness isn't weakness. It's strength. It's choosing peace over bitterness, even when your heart is shattered. And as for me, I've learned to forgive myself too. I'm not the same woman who needed someone else's attention to feel whole. I've rebuilt from the pieces I broke, slowly, painfully, but truthfully. Love doesn't always end the way we dream it will. Sometimes it ends quietly, teaching us that the right person can show us our worth, even when they're walking away. He found me with another man, but what he did next didn't just break my heart. It changed it forever.